Okay, I'm back with a full face of makeup. I couldn't wait out the next 2 days, guys. I had to give in. I put on the face. And by request from a friend who felt teased by me saying I had a butch hat, I put the butch hat on. Okay. Yes, it's Taylor Swift 1989. Whatever. Anyways, I got some comments under my video yesterday. Apparently, this person I did a video on yesterday went to jail. Like, I had no idea, but it just made me more interested in basically what she had. Her name is Jae Bae. Maybe I'll put a picture right here. I don't know. I really don't want to edit this stuff in, guys. I'm tired. It's Thursday night. It's late. But anyways, I thought it would be fun to just check out some more of her videos and to see more what she's about because as we know, she's our favorite fat liberation activist and we want to learn more about that liberation to make sure that we fully understand it, what's going on. We know it's a political movement, right? But is it actually grounded in reality? Let's see, right? Okay, let's pull up that first video and I just want to see what she talked about.
I think you hate fat people because of health, but the real reason is more complicated. The truth is fat phobia is deeply rooted in capitalism, racism, and misogyny.
Yep. Yep. It always comes back to capitalism because I told you it's a political movement. They want to blame economics, capitalism, and what it stands for. And if you know anything about what they would actually consider capitalism, it probably would blow your mind. And also, we're going to blame men, right? Obviously, it's misogyny. It's just violence against women. We want to be good feminists. Clearly, this is a gendered issue. And then obviously, it's racism because as we all know, weight has everything to do with what ethnicity you are. Couldn't just be, personal decision making.
And it has nothing to do with someone's health. Capitalism thrives off insecurity. Companies make billions off diet culture, selling weight loss products and services that promise happiness, success, and acceptance. They make you believe that if you're thinner, you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But in reality, they're just profiting off of your insecurities.
These fat liberation activists are always talking about capitalism. And then if you dig deeper, a lot of them do consider themselves a part of the socialist movement. But it's funny because I actually will have socialists come into my comments sometimes and be like, we don't want them. We don't want them. And I talked about this before. But it's just kind of really interesting to me because then the socialists will make the point of like, no, actually, the reason we don't want fat activists in our community because kind of like it's a waste of resources, right? If you're trying to be equitable about everything, clearly this is not an equitable way of distributing resources. And another point I saw socials make was that they're saying it's actually the opposite problem that they consider capitalism, that capitalism actually gets benefited by them buying a whole bunch of extra food and that the more food they buy actually benefits the market. And that was actually a more reasonable argument to me. I mean, I'm not a socialist, clearly, but I think the actual socialist made more sense than the fat activist socialists here. Not to get too political, but the only reason why I am is because this is clearly a political movement. And so I'm commenting on it politically.
Racism also plays a huge role in fat phobia, especially when it comes to Black, Indigenous, people of color. Society has long perpetuated these harmful stereotypes about these communities, which I'm a part of. Fatness is often weaponized against us in ways that are tied to radicalized tropes and oppression. Women, especially us fat women, are told constantly that our worth is tied to our appearance. We're expected to conform to narrow beauty standards that exclude us if we don't fit a certain size.
When they always bring women into this, it completely ignores the issue that men have, where men also have physical insecurities. Men are always going to have insecurities over their height, their muscular build, and their hairline. Saying that they're not also affected by these things is frankly unempathetic. And saying this is just a gendered issue is kind of crazy. I mean, I feel like they're just constantly trying to make their mutable characteristic into an immutable characteristic. There are things that you can control about your health, and I feel like their whole narrative crumbles if they can't present themselves in a powerless situation, right? It always comes back to power. That's what like when they're talking about capitalism, what they're talking about is the power in the system, right? Because a capitalist system is private property ownership, it is the system hierarchy, and where you fall on that hierarchy is how much you benefit from capitalism. And so, if she is not in a powerless position, then she is a beneficiary of capitalism. So, she has to put herself at the bottom of the hierarchy in order to make her point and give herself any credence. So, she's saying, it's like I said, it's always about the intersectionality. She's, by her own words, she's fat. She is apparently a person of color, I guess, and she's a woman. So therefore, she has those three intersectionalities, and therefore she's at the bottom of the hierarchy, and therefore she's demanding more people to listen to her voice because of that. When in reality, none of those things have anything to do with each other, right? Her gender has nothing to do with her weight. Her ethnicity has nothing to do with her weight. And we know that's the reality, but I guess that's not going to stop her from saying the same thing over and over again. right? Well, as long as we know, right? Don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for it. You actually do have power over your choices and your health. And I'm hoping some of the things that you see on these channels, like mine, will help empower you to be healthy. Like I'm trying to be healthy at the moment.
These standards are rooted in sexism, designed to keep women feeling small, literally and figuratively. So the hatred toward fat people, it's not really about health. It's about control. Control over what bodies look like and what bodies are allowed in certain spaces.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to think about that for a second. She says it keeps women feeling small, both figuratively and literally. So it literally makes them feel small. I don't think she understood what she wrote there. And I'm sorry to criticize that. It has nothing to do with the argument, but I understand it makes them want to be small, literally, but makes them feel small. Feeling small is a figurative phrase. That's why I'm really confused. I'm sorry to be so nitpicky, but I had to get back to that. Sorry.
And who gets to define what's considered acceptable? So next time someone tries to tell you they're concerned about your health and that's why they're fat shaming you, just know it's a bunch of. And if you're one of those people telling fat people, especially on the internet or IRL, that they're the problem and that you're just concerned about their health and that's why you have to treat them poorly, get over yourself.
Okay, look at her little smug face right here. Get over yourself, right? People are not treating you poorly because you're fat. You perceive people as treating you poorly because of the really terrible arguments that you're making, and you're unable to take any criticism or pushback without getting emotional and going back to this powerless narrative. You have to project your own negative feelings about yourself onto others. So it's not us making you feel bad, it's just your basic denial of reality.
Because it's not about health. And you know it, and so do we. So there's that.
No, I'm pretty sure we do know it's about health. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, I watched that video and I was like, okay, we know it's about capitalism. So we know that's what her stance is, what she believes. Let's see how she's actually living these things out in reality, right? So I wanted to see what is she doing? What is she doing? Like how is she taking care of herself? Let's see. Let's see.
Hey, friends, I'm here today with something a little different. And I'm going to be real with you for a minute. As you all know, I've been on this journey for a long time, fighting for fat liberation, challenging fat phobia, and pushing for better representation, especially in travel, healthcare, and mental health. But I need to be honest with you. I can't do it alone anymore. I've never asked for donations before, but I've been putting so much of myself into this work time, energy, and even my own well being. And it's been tough. I've hit a point where I can't keep doing it all on my own. And that's why I'm reaching out. If you've ever felt like my content has resonated with you, or if you believe in this mission, I'm asking for your help. Your donations are going to fund a lot of important work, like reaching out to businesses and healthcare providers to help them understand the needs of fat folks and create.
So, guys, that's the gist of it. She's asking for donations. I wanted to see just what exactly she was doing. Okay, so she got some donations, $415, right? She got $450. She's no longer accepting donations. I wonder what happened. Maybe it was not so popular. Let's see here. I wonder why she stopped. It has to be for a reason. I wonder if it's because she was arrested. I don't know. Maybe something to do with that. Like allegedly, right? I don't really even know what happened. But yeah, she raised $450 and let's see how she spent it.
Journey begins on the road with a mission, Operation Fat Liberation. We're heading to Portland, Oregon, the heart of a revolution that's reclaiming space for fat bodies everywhere. And just as the sun sets, we arrive, ready to spark change and find fat community. My first stop, a permanent reminder of this mission, a fat liberation tattoo created by a fat tattoo artist who understands the power of reclaiming.
Is she holy crap? Is she wearing the same shoes that I am? Those look like Dr. Scholl's. Oh my god, guys. Twins. Yeah, well, it sounds like she took the money and she's gone on vacation to Portland, Oregon.
Reclaiming our bodies. We stayed at a hotel that wasn't just accessible, it was welcoming, inclusive, and a rare space where we felt seen. Portland, Oregon is home to trailblazers redefining inclusivity. From a resale shop offering plus-size clothing to an inclusive gym where all bodies belong, to a fat-positive salon where self-care takes center stage, this city is leading by example. Every experience I had in Portland shattered the myths society tells about fat people. I found clothes in my size, enjoyed immersive art, and worked out in spaces that didn't shame my body, but celebrated it. This trip wasn't just about discovery, it was about action. At the Portland airport, I protested for the fair treatment of fat travelers, with others joining me in solidarity.
How many people joined her though? Was it just that one person she had the video with?
Connected with other incredible fat entrepreneurs and community leaders, brainstorming ways to amplify this movement. Moments of joy reminding me what this is all about. Creating a world where we can simply exist, thrive, and enjoy life without judgment. This journey was more than a trip. It was a celebration of fat liberation, a testament to the power of community, and a reminder that everybody deserves to feel at home in this world. Portland, Oregon, you've shown us the way forward. This is just the beginning because fat liberation is for everybody.
I am absolutely not surprised that Portland, Oregon is the place where she went for to find her fat liberation. I feel like they're very liberation oriented over there. But yeah, I guess you can see. So we've learned that that fat liberation is anti-capitalist. We've learned that Jae Bae held a fundraiser and made $415, and then I'm guessing that money went towards her activism of standing in the airport and a trip to Oregon to show us more fat liberation stuff. And um, yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what she's accomplishing. I know there's like a petition that she's trying to like on change.org. Does change.org even do anything? Does it? I've never seen anything on change.org actually make any traction. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. But anyways, another short video goes because I'm tired. I'm tired. I put the makeup on and now I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say much more about this woman. I hope she finds what she's looking for. Maybe she just moved to Portland, Oregon. Is it even affordable to live there if it's so inclusive? Or is she more invested in spreading fat liberation to the rest of the country? I guess we'll find out as the year goes on. She hasn't posted anything in February that I can see or March. And I'm guessing this is because of the arrest. And I wonder if it's because her boyfriend who was involved in it was the one who was like filming her videos or something. But yeah, do you have any more insights about fat liberation, guys, that you want to talk about? Because to me, it's very straightforward. Okay, they're just trying to latch themselves onto the socialist movement, but the socialists don't want them. Not that I care. I'm not a socialist, and I never will be. But I do find it pretty funny. And if you are a socialist, let me know what you think down below. And not a fat socialist. I want a nice thin socialist. Yeah, I know I'm being discriminatory here. I want a nice thin socialist to tell me what they think of the fat socialist, because I've heard from you guys before and you're not too happy about it. You give me a second opinion though. Give me a second opinion. What do you think about fat liberation? Does it fall into your equitable terms of your socialist utopia? Okay, great. Have a good night. Bye.